everyone, Mike Wolf here with the top 10 mistakes Canadians make when investing in the United States. And this one is number 10, we're at the bottom of the list finally. It's thinking you have to travel to do each deal. And this is a big misconception. I get a lot of people that come up to me and say, oh, well, I invest in the States, but I don't have time to travel down there, and I don't have time to do this, I don't have time to do that. Well, the beauty of this is if you need an excuse to travel to the United States, or if you're working in places that are warm like I am, well, you have it. You can certainly do that. But you don't have to. And how you get around this is you need to have a power team. And we talked a little bit about this in a different mistake. And if you have the right people on the ground for you, you're going to save yourself a lot of time and a lot of money, because obviously every time you travel, you got airline ticket, hotel, meals, maybe time off work, depending. In any case, you're taking time out of your life. So if you enjoy, I still, after this many years, I still love getting my hands dirty, doing the deals. I still like looking at homes. I don't need to. I have people that do all the stuff for me. They help me with the acquisition. They help me with the renovations. They help me with the management. They help me with disposition, getting rid of the property. So all the stuff is taken care of for me. I just happen to love to travel. I like to go to these places anyway. Now, a lot of people don't like traveling as much as I do. And once again, you don't have to travel to the U.S. every time you want to buy a property. Matter of fact, I don't recommend it, because basically what you're doing when you go look at a property is you're going there to talk yourself out of it. And if you have the right people on the ground that are working on your behalf and in your best interest, and this takes time to develop, so you will be traveling, and first of all, you're building a team. But once you have that team, you're going to reduce your costs immensely, because you don't have to, like I said, you don't have to pay for all these expenses every time you want to go and look at a property. So at the end of the day, the last thing you want to do is micromanage your deals. As soon as you start doing that, you look for reasons to talk yourself out of it. If the deal made sense, what's there to look at? Really, at the end of the day, real estate is all about numbers. It's a business. So aesthetics don't really come into play, within reason. I mean, obviously, if a house is trashed and you didn't account for the renovations when you're determining if it's a good deal or not, when you're analyzing it, well, that's a problem. Now, hopefully your people on the ground are able to determine better than you can what needs fixing and what doesn't. So for me, I consider my power team to be my assembly line. So I have one person that looks at the property. I've got initially to determine what kind of repairs it's going to need, and whether we want, how much of an offer we can write on it. Then I've got somebody who writes the offer. Then I've got somebody who inspects it after we buy it to do, check the stuff that you can't visibly see. Then we have somebody, we have just an assembly line, and each of the people on the assembly line can do their job better than I can. Because even though I may have trained them initially as to what we're looking for, when somebody does it over and over and over again, they become very specialized in something. So imagine you were designing cars. Well, the person that puts in that steering wheel, you may have shown them once how to do it, but I can tell you, after they put in 10,000 steering wheels, they can do it way better than you can. Well, same thing with what we're trying to do here. We're trying to build a team and do deals remotely, based on the fact that these guys know what they're doing better than I do. So I don't need to micromanage them. Who am I to fly down there and tell somebody who's a professional inspector that, no, this roof needs to be replaced, when they say it doesn't? Clearly they know better than I do how to do their job. So at the end of the day, if you are going to be traveling to look at every home that you're going to purchase, well, you better account for that in your numbers. That's going to obviously erode your bottom line. Now, you will get tax deductions from doing the traveling. However, certain things like missing work, missing time with family, that has to be accounted for, and you can't write those things off. Furthermore, like I said, I happen to like traveling, but I can tell you that when I travel somewhere for fun, if I'm lying on a beach, it's a lot more fun than, even though I love real estate, I'd still much rather be on the beach reading a book or writing or doing whatever, as opposed to being, it's great to get away from the cold spell. If it's minus 30 here in Calgary and I decide I want to go to Phoenix, it's not because I have to, it's because I want to go to Phoenix, and maybe it's more of my lifestyle. I like to get away from the cold, enjoy myself, and I'm not working the entire time I'm down there. But if you're just starting out, you're actually going and micromanaging your deals, you're going to cost yourself a lot of money, a lot of time. You're probably going to fly down there and not even end up buying properties, because like I said, the main thing you're going to do is to try and talk yourself out of something that might make total sense. So once again, it's very important to have a power team. One of the things that I do for all my clients when they buy properties through me is I provide the team already in place, so it's totally turnkey for them. So if you're trying to develop your own team, you have to make sure these guys are looking out for your interests, and once you have that set up, you don't have to go down to that city that you're working in ever again if you don't want to, assuming you have the right people helping you. So I hope that helps. Thanks for tuning in to the top 10 mistakes Canadians make, and I look forward to seeing you in my next videos and training programs.